So start breaking down this wall around what you're allowed to have by forgiving yourself for what you've done, forgiving yourself for what you haven't done, forgiving yourself for what you've said, for what you haven't said, for the rules you've believed, for the thoughts you've lived by. It's okay. You are just being a human trying to figure it all out. What is up, my fellow dreamers and soul searchers? Welcome to another episode of Roxy Talks, where we discuss confidence, mindset, manifestation, and more. I'm Roxy Lee. I'm a mindset coach, and I'm here to make manifesting make sense. I teach using my signature approach, the 360 method, which combines awareness and discipline to help you become an expert manifester and manifest whatever it is you want on autopilot. If you would like me to help guide you towards your ideal reality, head to roxytalks.com and check out one of my amazing courses and programs that you can get started on right now. So today we're going to be talking about manifesting with guilt. This comes directly from our audience, and someone is asking, how do I manifest when I have guilt for wanting what I want? They're having trouble getting rid of the guilt, and they feel like that is causing trouble in the manifestation process, i.e. it's standing in the way. And I would say that 100% the guilt, yes, is going to stand in the way. It's going to prevent you from receiving, because ultimately what you're saying is, I am not deserving of receiving whatever this thing is. The issue though is that there's no barometer for who or what is deserving enough. There is no okay, you got to 51%, you're good to go. You deserve it. You can have it. That doesn't exist. You are the barometer for whether or not you are deserving, and you are living your life based on these set of rules that, for one, you probably didn't make up on your own. You are literally walking around believing ideas that were practiced and lived out by your parents and the people around you in your childhood. As you were in your super formative years, in the ages 0 to 7, you were like a sponge, soaking up all of the moods, behaviors, actions, words, habits of the people around you, and that told you what life was. And your perspective of little old me in this big world that these people have told me about is your story. And it's how the world ends up treating you for the rest of your life, really, until you start to do this work and start to dismantle all of this cluster of beliefs and bullshit. But really, feeling guilty about what you want is a cluster of bullshit beliefs, to be honest, because I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that whatever it is that you want is not terrible. We're not harming people or children or ourselves. We're just wanting everyday stuff like love or career and success and joy and fulfillment in life. I doubt what you want is really that fucking bad. And I also highly doubt that you're so terrible that you don't deserve to have the thing that your soul came to earth to experience. And that's what you really want to look at is do you think that your soul came from infinite love and perfection to guilt themselves out of the joyful and rich experience that planet Earth has to offer? No fucking chance. Not a fucking chance. There's no way your soul came here to not get to do the things that it wanted to do because of some arbitrary rule that it set in motion years ago based on, who cares? What? Who cares? Why are you still defining yourself by old shit, by someone else's standards, by something in your past that you haven't forgiven yourself for? Who cares? You can move forward. You can do something different. You can have something different. You can operate by a new set of standards. And so the first thing I would suggest is to start forgiving yourself. Start allowing yourself to want what you want. It's okay to want this. It's okay to want to experience joy, love, money, security, fulfillment, fill in the blank. It doesn't matter. It's okay to want that. You came here for it. It's part of planet Earth's design. Therefore, you are a part of it and you get to access it. Actually, I'll link yesterday's video above where I talked about that very thing, where if you're a part of planet Earth, you're signed up for potentially anything that humans could experience. If you're here, then you can have any of it. So first, let's start forgiving ourselves for wanting what we want, forgiving ourselves for telling ourselves we can't have it. I'm sorry. I forgive myself for thinking I can't have it. I forgive myself for my previous negative thoughts about blankety blank. I forgive myself for holding myself apart from this. I forgive myself for whatever the hell I did back then or whenever it was, yesterday, 2 days ago, 2 minutes ago, 20 years ago. I forgive myself for that thing and allow myself to receive. This is a new chapter. I appreciate being here on this planet and I'm excited to see what comes next. So start breaking down this wall around what you're allowed to have by forgiving yourself for what you've done, forgiving yourself for what you haven't done, forgiving yourself for what you've said, for what you haven't said, for the rules you've believed, for the thoughts you've lived by. It's okay. You are just being a human trying to figure it all out. That's what we're all doing. We're all trying to figure it out. That's what I'm doing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Every moment of every day, I'm like, oh, fuck, I guess we're doing this, right? Like, I don't know. We're all on the literal leading edge of creation. We're all living in a now moment that has yet to be experienced. So give yourself some credit, cut yourself some slack, and be kinder to yourself. Hey, it's Roxy from the future here. Rolling in dough, money manifesting master training is happening October 19th. And if you have not been on my master trainings yet, let me just say these are powerful, transformative transmissions from the universe. My whole goal and vibe on the master trainings is to get into the most abundant, loving, open energy that I can and let whatever spirit or your guides or God or the universe or whoever you call it has to tell you come through. We're talking blocks, we're talking programming, we're talking fears, worries, doubts, scarcity mindset, your own self-worth when it comes to money, rent, bills, career, all that BS. Money is kind of necessary in today's world to live, but that doesn't mean that it has to be hard. It doesn't mean that you can't have it. So if you have ever struggled with your money story or you're trying to get over the hump that says I can't and say that you can, join us for our Rollin' in Dough Money Manifestation Master Training on October 19th. RoxyTalks.com will get you signed up. Start by nurturing the idea that you can have what you want. You can have it. You do deserve it. It is allowed. It's okay. Forgiving yourself. And letting down this wall, again, that is blocking you from experiencing the good shit that your soul chose to come here for. And as you begin to let go of this hold and this idea that what you have is, or what you want is not good enough, or you're not good enough for it, or that you shouldn't want it, or even sometimes I've seen people getting what they want and then feeling guilty because they want something else. That's okay. You can always pick. It's always new. It's always fresh. It's always the next moment. So if you can drop the guilt and realize that it's part of the old program, it's part of the old story, it doesn't have to do anything with the next now moment, and only you are in charge of that. Shake yourself clear. Pay attention to what you're doing. I'm going to shout out my 360 method here. That's my signature method. It's what I use in my life. It's what I teach my clients. And actually 360 is beginning another round. We're getting started literally right now. So you can jump on. It's an amazing 8-week transformational program with direct coaching from me and incredible group support. I'm so excited. This is our second round of 360. The first one was incredible. So I'm so excited to bring it back around. Head to 360method.co right now to get all the info and sign up. There's still time to join. And believe me, you don't want to miss this. This is life changing. My signature 360 method is all about awareness and discipline. It's all about rewiring your story, changing what is going on in there, and operating off of a new program so that you don't have to continue living off of these old ideas and notions that were built in the 50s and the 40s and shit. Like, this is grandma and grandpa shit that they pass on to mom and dad. It's that deep, and even beyond that, this is generational bullshit. So if you want to break out of this cycle of guilting yourself into thinking that you are not good enough for what you want, and then allowing that feeling to talk you out of moving forward, manifesting, affirming, visualizing, feeling secure, feeling confident, all of the above, because that's what's happening when you have a program that says, I shouldn't though. I shouldn't get it. Do I really deserve it? Other people do, but not me. If that's going on, no matter what you do to try to affirm or manifest an ideal reality or get yourself into a new situation, that thing is going to sabotage you. So we want to learn to ignore it, to rewrite it, to redirect this thinking and change the outcome of what your thoughts are doing. Again, 360method.co is exactly what that program does. So I want you to comment down below. I am worthy and deserving of whatever the hell it is that I want. And you can either affirm it exactly like that. I'm worthy and deserving of whatever the hell it is that I want. Or you can fill in the blank. I am worthy and deserving of blank. It doesn't matter. I want you to affirm that and then take that into your day. And when the idea comes up that you might not be good enough, worthy enough, ready, whatever, I want you to counter it and remind yourself, actually, I am good enough. I am ready. I do deserve it. Thank you. It's on its way. And that's how you move the energy. That's how you shift out of the lack and the mentality that's going to keep you away from what you want and welcome in everything that you desire. Now, if you are ready to dive into your own situation and get some help on what's going on in your world, manifest your ideal reality, head to roxytalks.com. I have amazing programs and workshops you can get started on right away that will help you manifest anything in your ideal reality. We've also got an amazing supportive place for all of our manifestors to gather, community.roxytalks.com, and check me out on social media, podcast, iTunes, Spotify, and more. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm here for you. I love you. I appreciate you. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you.